Hey, and welcome to another video. Now today's video is going to be a full body workout with an in-depth overview of the exercises themselves. Now you might have noticed on my social media that my training has been a little bit different lately, and that is because I have been busy and I am learning how to train smarter right now. So in terms of like travel and everything else that I've got going on, I'm now doing a lot of full body workouts. So instead of doing like specific body parts per day, I'm now combining these into like a full body day. So I'm going to show you one of the sample workouts actually from my brand new Fierce Challenge. Now you guys are going to love this one given the time of year. I thought it was absolutely perfect to give you a new challenge, 6 weeks, full body training split. However, we do still have those glute days because everyone wants to grow their booty still. But I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you do. Let's get into it. Okay, so first up we have our sumo deadlift. This is a staple of my lower body training and it is a very, very effective compound lift. As we know, before we want to increase weight on our compound lifts, we really want to refine our technique to make sure that we are getting into position and we are executing the exercises correctly. So feet should be just outside shoulder width apart. Now stance will vary on person to person, so find something that is comfortable for you. Kind of like a mid sumo stance I think is best for most people. Again, toes turned out with this one, so your knees will track out over your toes when you are standing up. So shins to the bar, toes turned out, down. I like to do an under over grip with my deadlift, so that means that one over and this one is under. I get asked a lot about this grip. Now this is especially good for deadlifts as it is our strongest grip. So your strongest hand, whatever that is, so I'm right-handed, will be under. So grip the bar, shoulder width apart, grip that, lats down tight, and really pull your scaps back down. So everything should be really locked and loaded at the bottom of the deadlift. And you don't really want to, squat the bar up. You do still want to drive your hips up as you stand up, but don't go down into a deep squat. So, bar in, tension, chest up, breath, and lift. Okay guys, so with this workout we are doing straight sets. We're not supersetting today, so that means I'm working through the reps and sets for that exercise before then moving on to the next one. So start off with the lower body exercise. Now I'm moving on to upper body. So this workout is structured as lower body exercise, upper, lower, upper. So we're hitting our total body. So next up we have our barbell shoulder press. So some of my top tips for this one is because it is standing, we do need to make sure that everything is locked on tight and stabilized. So we do this through really locking our core on tight. So locking it in, bracing our abs, and also, funny enough, squeezing your glutes. So it's a little bit of an ugly motion, but squeeze your glutes, tuck them in, core tight, everything will be locked on. So under the bar, bring it out, everything locked on tight, and press. So when I am pressing, you'll notice that I'm taking my shoulders through a full range of motion. So that means that my elbows are locked tight, my wrists are straight, and then as I'm lowering down, it is a slow and controlled manner. I'm not just like pushing it up super fast. So also it's important to know that when I'm pressing, I'm not using my legs with this one. There is a time and place for that, but with this exercise, we are making sure that it's just a very strict press with the weight. If you can't strictly press this, I recommend dropping it down a little bit so that you can focus on your form first and nailing this. Next exercise is one of my faves to hit quads, and I do program them quite a lot for my girls. What I'm going to show you right now is a really good alternative for the hack squat machine. So this can be done again at home or the gym. So this is what you need. So we're going to be doing this with our heels elevated. When our heels are elevated, when we're doing a squat, it is really helpful to increase depth, increase our range of motion. So it helps a lot with our ankle mobility. So if you were just starting out with your squats, any kind of variation, it does pay off to start with your heels elevated. You can just use some smaller plates for this. With this hack squat, what we're gonna do is hold a barbell behind our body and then drop down into a squat motion. Now, some of the top cues that I would give my clients for this one is to make sure that your torso, your core, everything is really locked on tight. The goal is to, as we are descending into the squat, to keep everything upright. So you don't want to be hunching over or falling backwards. Everything should be moving in one slow, smooth motion. Like that. Knees again, tracking outside toes. We'll be holding the bar behind us. So I'll show it with a weight. Next up, we have an upper body exercise, and we're going to be doing a dumbbell rows. Again, this is a perfect one for gym and home training. It is a perfect exercise for building strength and size in your back. The main muscles that we are using are our lats, but it really is engaging your entire upper back, shoulders, and arms. When you are doing your dumbbell rows, it's important to have your back doing the work, not your arm. Too often we see people doing this chainsaw motion, just like really throwing the weight up and down, but we want to make sure that you're doing it with a slow and controlled motion so that you are really engaging the right muscles. You can't see your back, so that means mind-muscle connection in exercises like this is super important. So bend down, pick up the weight, row. So we're rowing to our hip, squeezing, and back down. So next up we have another lower body exercise, and this time we are working through a front foot elevated split squat. Such a mouthful. But we are doing it with our front foot elevated. This is going to increase a range of motion with our reps. So up on here, toes slightly turned out. We want to still ensure our knee is tracking out over our toe with this one. With your reps, you want to make sure that your shoulders are back and tight. So really good posture with this one. You're up on the ball of your foot, on the back leg. You are squeezing your glutes. And with a split squat, we want to travel forward. So this is okay. I get asked this a lot. It is okay for your knee to travel over your toe. It's actually a really good sign of knee health and ankle mobility, knee mobility, and things like that. So go. So forward, 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 and drive out of that front heel. When I'm doing these rips, I'm so confident then. So you'll notice when I'm doing these reps that I'm trying to actually hamstring to calf. So as I'm coming forward, 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 the closer I can get this, the better. and then I'm really driving out of that heel and exploding back to the top. Just smashed out that workout from Fierce Challenge Epic Full Body Workout. Now, if you are time poor at this time of year, like me, this is your chance to really get on board my final challenge for the year and still be able to smash out your goals and live your best life. So let's do this, girls. The time is now.